Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is your Highland girl with her stories. Pull up a chair. If this is your first time, feel free to pull up your chair and pull out your socks. So I put out a video that titled No 911 Called, right? And I have a few people coming to me, DM me and said, hey, or calling me and said, hey, where you get that story from? Because nothing can go so. Well, when you see me here, I am talking from life experience. I'm talking about stuff that happening or happened. And this one is no joke. And it comes to the pledge that we pledge in school in Jamaica. When you started school, they teaches you the books of the Bible. So you had to know when you go to church to find the books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Number, Deuteronomy, Joshua, all of that. We learned that. We also learned how many days are in 1 month. Like they said, 30 days at September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31 days, except February alone was 28 days. Clear and 29 in a leap year. So we know all of that. We also learn the pledge that says, before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. In the service of my fellow citizens, I promise to stand up for justice. And so forth and so on. You can go check it out. We learn all of that stuff. So fast forward into this time now, where you learn all of those things, and your fellow citizens that is sick, and he is a friend. When I said a friend, I'm trying not to break down because this one hurt. He was going through some issues, health issues. Now you tell me, I can understand if you're not in the same house with the person, but you live in the house with this person who you are helping to do certain things privately. So you know this man is sick. And then he cries out for chest pain. He looked like he was always tired or hurt, because I'm not living there anymore, And they were like, he's always tired and he always have to sit down. Common sense. Which means something is going on with maybe the lungs, yeah? And this person cries out chest pain. This person have the nerve to say he vomited and blood came up. I was on a case. And when I check on my client, she vomit. And it looked dark. And I was like, no, something is going on with this. And I called 911 immediately. Yes, I understand now that I'm working in this uniform where I have to pay more attention. But this person who was staying with this person had an idea, because she once carried a certified nurse's assistant license. So no, I know I should let it go, and I have to pray, and I gotta have to pray, because the one thing that I keep hearing, well, he's gone already. They toss him aside like he was trash. Well, what can we do? He's gone already. It's like it's nothing. People made mistakes, yes. But this type of mistake should never have. This type of mistake wasn't supposed to be happening. It wasn't supposed to be. We're talking about a person. They're treating animal even better. You ever see somebody and their animal and they're making sure they're taking care. And this man, this man was sick. He was sick. You live in the house for more than 2 years. I walked up into a room in the hotel one time and I saw a man that was having problem here. And he didn't say anything. I had to ask him, what's wrong with you? And then they started talking. I called 911 for him immediately. And I was just seeing this person for the first time in my life. I didn't have a license for CNA. I was never in the medical field. And I saw him for a split second to see that something was wrong. And you live in the house with somebody for more than over 2 years. And you're going to say, I didn't know he was that sick. I didn't know. You're supposed to pay attention to your surroundings. Who are you? What about the pledge we pledge in the service of our fellow citizens to stand up for justice? What happened to your heart? What happened to compassion? What happened to empathy? Why couldn't you see that something was wrong? That's my thing. And then when people asking me, is it true? Yeah, it's true. I don't come here to put a story out that no go so. It's getting cold, and I've come out in my in my sweater. But anywho, no 911 was called. I'm gonna keep saying that because it is the truth. The fire station was up the street from them, so you know you call for help, they're gonna come first. Now, a pain, chest pain, can't breathe. You gonna let me get up and walk to your car and then go find parking? No, I don't even care. To me, time wasted. Time wasted. There was 3 instances in the Bible where God created, there was a miracle. It was the widow woman's son on the way to the burial when Jesus stopped the procession and put him back alive. There was Jairus' daughter, and there was Lazarus. And all I can hear was, well, nobody could save him because he was going to be dead. He was going to be gone anyways. He was going to be unalive anyways. And it pissed me off. Ish me off. Because I'm saying, they're making it sound like, oh well. What kind of people are you people? Oh well, what can we do? He was gonna be unalive anyways. Really? And the person who would drive him, take him to the wrong hospital, waste time, stoplight, stop and go, slow traffic, stop and go. When you have the ambulance, wee wah wah, would have taken this person to the right place. No, we don't know if he would have been unalive, yes or no, from the ambulance, because guess what? There's a lot of gaps there and time wasted. Pressure on the heart, can't breathe. There's a lot of time wasted. And when did he start throwing up blood? Where? Because the only person who's saying it is the person who put him in the car to take him instead of calling 911. So she knows the truth. And I don't trust her to be telling the truth because she thinks that her behind is in trouble. So she's not going to tell the truth. She's not going to tell the truth. Do I know this person? Yes. I had to call the police on her before. Yes. Is she a liar? Yeah, she is. She says she changed. I don't know. Because this don't tell me that this person's changed. And I am so livid. You know why I'm so upset? This person have everybody's back. Everybody's back this person had. There is no holiday that he didn't remember to cook a meal and call everybody, come eat. If you have your car and it broke, that person gonna fix it for you for free. If you don't have a car and you have an extra one, he's gonna sell it to you without even the money and trust you to pay. I know what I'm talking about. He used to work on my car. There were times when I did not have zilch and my phone would ring and he would say, hey, I come over, mama. And I said, boy, brother, I don't have no money, you know. Not even, I can't burn out the local gas out of my car because I said, Me not have no money to put it back in. And he said, what make you worry so much? You worry too much, man. Come, man. And when I went over there, that man had a big box of grocery. I cried. Because I didn't tell him anything. He's a friend. Me get all blame somebody there with him. I'm not there with him. Just my friend. Just my friend. When I moved out of Las Vegas and I went and I like, hey, I'm coming through town. Yeah, I will say, yeah, man, you know, you come food there. Always. You know, me can get some goat meat. Yeah, man, me have some, you know. Me go save piece for you. Me go have one little party I go on, you know. And for what? Well, at Thanksgiving. And just have one little thing for everybody come sit down and eat. That the type of person we are talking about. You walk in there. A matter of fact, his mother used to call me Food Foot because I always go there when the pot just come off. So she give me name Food Foot. Those are the people who had me when I first came to America. So when I said it's a friend, it's a friend. I could go and I could sit and have a good chat. I never really played domino with him, but there was always going there and people sitting down playing domino with him. So when I'm talking, I'm not making up a story here. Because it's so far-fetched where people will think that this cannot be true. This is too catchy to be true. Oh, well, he's unalive already. Really? What can we do? He's gone. But did you give him a fighting chance? Because obviously he's been living so long with you guys and he was that sick where nobody knew. But words have it that what they think would have taken him home, it's not that. He had so much stress on him. And that's what gave him the heart attack. Man, I get a heart attack and you put him in your car. And you put him in your car. Oh, I didn't know. You live in a house for over 2 years. Don't let me start quarreling now, man. Before God and all mankind, I promise. You promise. You make a promise. You were supposed to, whether you're there, Jamaica, America. So I wouldn't trust you to stay anywhere near anybody who's sick. Because you're not innocent. So you and common sense now have no relationship. I am coming for you, yeah, I'm coming for you. You know yourself, me not call your name, but when this video come around, you will see it. Because guess what? He is a friend, he was a friend. He was a friend. Now he's gone. And I would think it's negligence. You knew some part of the sickness. You knew. You just didn't care. And with your narcissistic self too. Yeah? So my people out there, when you hear I'm talking my story, I'm giving you things that I know. I'm telling you stuff that happens. When I come here and I'm saying something, I will make up a story about around a song like when I did Peter Tosh and Jesus. But if you realize it, it's even coming from the Bible. When I talk about all the other people, them in the Michael Jackson coming together with the Brotherhood, with Mikey Spice, and so on and so forth, I would make up a story around music. So you know that is like for fun. But this one that I'm saying, she did not call 911. And I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. I'm like, I'm still trying. A friend in need. You know when I'm saying good friend better than pocket money? That was one of those people. That was one of those people. He was always stretching a hand, giving a hand. And the time when someone to really hold him. and said, okay, bro, don't move from here. I call 911. Don't huckle yourself. Don't try to move. Rest right here. Them coming. That's what I would have done. That's what many other people would have done. I'm supposed to do. Because when I walk up in the hotel room and the guy was laying down, I didn't tell him to get up. I said, stay put. I said, I'm calling help for you. Stay, don't move. But I talked to him in the meantime to keep him to answer me. He said it was his birthday. And I said, okay, well, you're not going to be unalive. And he was worried about his mother. And I said, Mama gonna be all right. Just calm. Don't keep moving. Just answer what I need to hear and don't worry about anything too much. I just met the man in a split second. I didn't know him. So my problem is somebody who lived with this person for over 2 years. The person is out sick and you haven't seen it. Where is your compassion? That's what I'm asking. Because the realer the story get to me is the more mind-blowing and upsetting it is to me. And I'm trying to hold on to my blood pressure coming. I really have problem with it. But when you have someone who had your back 24/7, the only person who have your back more than him was Jesus Christ. For him not to give the fighting chance. Give him the fighting chance. Too much time was wasted. Wrong hospital. No ambulance. Wrong hospital. Time wasted in your car. Time wasted at the stoplight. Time wasted for him to be walking to your car when he should be lying down flat or laying up. Wherever I mean, they don't move him. Keep him steady. That's my problem. That's the issue I'm having. Yeah? That's the issue I'm having. But I'm going to pray and pray for you that you will not let anybody else goes out the way they go out because of your negligence. I don't care how sick he was. You claim that you did not know that he was that sick. That's your claim. You know, I have a nephew that when they unalive one of our nephew, he was a teacher and he quit teaching and went into the police force because he said he wants to make a difference. Yeah. And at this point, I know I investigate a lot of stuff. And I'm wondering if that's my job. But, I'm laughing, but I'm really not laughing. I'm very serious. Anyhow, thank you for pulling up your chair. Let us pray that we don't get people around us that don't have much of a sense to know when to call 911. Please pray. We are living in the last days where people's heart is dangerously wicked and callous. We're in the last days. People are only around you for what they can get. And will only give you wrong advice and bad advice because it not benefit them. That is another story. But anyhow, thank you guys for putting up your chair. Wow, good. You're here.